Hey boys and girls, this book is called Muskrats, and it is by Margaret Hall, and it is part of the Pebble series. Pebble, Wetland Animals, Muskrats. So this gives me some information about the habitat, just in even the title of the book. It says wetland animals, so I know that the habitat of muskrats is the wetlands. This is an important feature of nonfiction text. It's called the table of contents. The table of contents tells you what chapters are in the book or what subjects are in the book and what pages they're on. So I see muskrats is on page 5, wetlands is on page 11, what muskrats do, page 13, dawn and dusk, page 21. So if I want to get specific information about muskrats and I don't want to read the whole entire book, I can check the table of contents. Muskrats. Muskrats are rodents. They have large front teeth. So this gives me some information about the structure of the animal. I learned that it has very large front teeth. Muskrats have long tails and short brown fur. So now I'm learning some more about the structure of the animal. I'm learning that it has brown fur and it has a long tail. Muskrats have sharp claws on their front feet. They have webbed back feet. So 2 more things I've learned. Muskrats have sharp claws on their front feet. And I can see the claws right here on their front feet. And they have webbed back feet. And I think to myself, usually an animal has webbed back feet when it wants to be able to swim very fast. So I'm thinking that might be why the muskrat has webbed back feet. This is another feature of nonfiction text. It's a map. And on this map, it shows the world. And there is a map key right here that says the orange is places where muskrats live. And when I look at this map, I can see that muskrats live in North America. Looks like mainly they live in the United States and Canada. Wetlands. Muskrats live in wetlands in North America. Wetlands are areas of land covered by water and plants. So that's important for you to know about their habitat. They like to live in wetlands. They live where there's lots of water and plants. What muskrats do? Muskrats swim and dive in the water. Muskrats build their own homes. Some dig dens in riverbanks. Others make lodges out of sticks and mud. So this is important about their habitat. They build their own homes. They dig dens into the riverbank sometimes. So like they dig a little burrow or a cave. And others make lodges out of sticks and muds, similar to what beavers do. Muskrats build rafts from reeds. They sit on the rafts to eat. So he's sitting on his raft so he can eat his dinner. That's an interesting fact. If you're writing a report about a muskrat, you can talk about that they can build rafts to float on to eat. Muskrats eat cattails and other water plants. Muskrats also eat frogs, fish, and clams. So this is information about their diet, what they eat, and it seems as though they are omnivores because they eat plants, but they also eat meat. So they eat frogs, fish, and clams. That's meat. And they eat cattails. That's this right here. And that is a water plant. So a muskrat is an omnivore. Dawn and dusk. Muskrats look for food at dawn and dusk. They sleep in dens or lodges during the day. So they look for food when it's starting to become nighttime, right before. And they look for food right before it becomes morning, right when it's becoming morning. And they sleep in their lodges during the day. This is the glossary. The glossary gives you words that are in the book and tells you their definition. This is an important feature of a nonfiction text. Dawn, the time of day before sunrise, when it is still a little dark. Den, a place where an animal lives. A den can be a hole in the ground or a cave. Dusk, the time of day after sunset when it is almost dark. Lodge, a rounded home made of sticks, rocks, and mud. A lodge has an underwater door. Raft, a floating platform. Muskrats build rafts out of reeds. Rodent, a mammal with large, sharp front teeth. Muskrats, beavers, mice, squirrels, and rats are rodents. Wetland, an area of land covered by water and plants. Marshes, swamps, and bogs are wetlands. This is if you want to read more about muskrats. These are books that you can look up. And these are websites, internet sites that you can look at if you want to get more information about muskrats. Right here is the index. This is another very important feature of nonfiction text. It lists words that are in the book and tells you what pages they are on. So if I wanted to find out about where they live, let's check the table of contents. What muskrats do, wetlands. So I might get some information from there on wetlands, right? But I can also go to the index and see lodges. That tells me specifically what type of house they build. So I could look on page 15 or page 21. If I want to learn about the structures of their bodies, their tails are mentioned on page 7. Their teeth are mentioned on page 5. So the index tells you what words are in the book that are important and what pages they are on. So you can get a lot of information from the index. It's an important feature of nonfiction text. This has been a book called Muskrats. I hope you enjoyed it.